Morganton Greenway and travels all the way to the Hickory Trail System in Catawba County and down into Hildebrand. That kind of explains what this trail is about. It's just not another trail in the woods or another trail along the river. It's about reaching each local government in eastern Burke County and making sure they have some kind of hope for the future or some kind of new amenity in their community. So we'll start leaving Morganton at the end of the Morganton Greenway, which is Fonteflora State Trail, and go through Grace Ridge Retirement Facility, and then on to Drexel. And when we get to Drexel, we'll dip down and maybe see their barbershop that plays music on Saturday morning, if you haven't heard of that. Then in Valdez, we have the Valdez Lakeside Park with our suspension bridge, and we'll hit Rutherford College, and so forth down the line to Conley Springs and Roadhiss and Longview and Hildebrand. And again, we're going to stay on the lake as much as possible, but then go down to the municipalities as we hit them. So this is the broad brush. Some of you are already looking at the specific map, but the big, wide, yellow part is where we started. Like, let's see if this trail can stay on the lake about 75% of the time, and can we get down to these municipalities and do what we want to do there. It's going to be a hiking and biking trail, so foot traffic or bicycle traffic, and the surface will depend on the land manager and where you are along the trail. When you start at the end of the Morganton Greenway, you know that's 4 miles of paved 10-foot wide greenway. And so right now Morganton would like that to be extended, since Grace Ridge is in the city of Morganton, to be 10-foot wide paved greenway. And the Grace Ridge residents would probably like that too. But at the same time, that section is a sewer easement. That means that the town cuts the grass and it's pretty level for their trucks to go through there. So really, as soon as we get everybody's okay, folks could start walking that now as is. We don't have to wait until we get all the grant money ready and all the plans in place to have the paved greenway. Now, a lot of places are going to end up being sidewalk, because as we go into the local governments and leave the river, in those downtown areas, there are sidewalks in place already. And say in Rutherford College, they have a new park, swing sets and picnic shelter and all that. They want us to get to their park, and that'll be on sidewalks right there. And different places we're going to talk about later, if we're going to go down 70A to get to Hildebrand, and if somehow the railroad would give us permission, that may be a side path. I don't know if you're familiar with that term. Sidewalk is, of course, what we've known for 100 years, a little skinny white thing poured on the side of the road, whereas a side path is a new modern, about 5 foot wide, maybe separated by some grass or a curb, and a little bit wider to accommodate maybe bikes or walkers along there. So this is the idea, a 20